Hey, it is Armedfro here, back again. Sorry it took me a while to upload this. It took me a long time to upload this video. Not because I lost interest or anything, I just didn't really have a computer to use. But here I have a battle with my friend Pkdj. This is an underused match. I decided to throw a random UU team together, and this is what happened. Kind of weird team. I lead off with my Monkey D, switch out. He switches into his Tangela, I U-turn on him, and switch into Arcanine. Just because I know even if I do sleep, no person on his team is really gonna like a Will-O-Wisp except for his. I think he has a Chandler on his team, but he puts my Arcanine to sleep, which is what I thought he was going to do. And I'm thinking like, you know what, fine. I'm just gonna go for the Flamethrower as he goes for the Leech Seed. Obviously I get that one turn sleep automatically, and I'm thinking, you know what, me switching there would have been pointless. Me switching here, I know he's not going to Leech Seed again. He's actually going to switch and go into my Chandler as he goes into his not Slow King, but his Snorlax. As I go for the sub here, just to see what he was going to do. As he goes for the Curse, I'm pretty sure he was going to do that. So I'm going to see how much my Hintar fighting is going to do to this guy. And by the way, Pkdj is an extremely good battler, so this is actually a pretty decent mind game battle. He's gonna go for Earthquake to break my sub, and I'm thinking HP fighting is not doing jack, so I really have to switch out of here. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna switch out into my Claydol to take the Body Slam or the Earthquake, but he decides to go for the Crunch, which is a really good prediction on his part, and that's not really gonna do much for me. But I know he's gonna predict my switch. Or he's just not gonna go for the Crunch here. He might go for the Body Slam or the Earthquake. So I'm gonna go for the Toxic here, as it misses, which really sucks. As he goes for the Body Slam, I am gonna live though, which is okay. And I'm thinking here, you know what? He's might just go either switch out or stay into Snorlax. I'm like, really, who on his team can take a Toxic? But then I think, oh my god, he has the Crobat. This Crobat is the bane of my existence in this match. So here, I'm thinking, you know what, he's probably going to be U-turn. So I'm going to switch out into my Old Glory, as he actually does go for the Intimidate. I'm pretty sure here. No, he goes for the Brave Bird. Really weird, because he probably should have gone for the U-turn just to get the switch advantage. It would have killed my Claydol easily. But you know what? It's good for me. I have a defensive Arcanine, which can take that Brave Bird very nicely. He's going to go for the taunt. I'm thinking here, you know what? I was going to go for the Flamethrower anyways, but I'm still asleep. So that's a second turn sleep. And I'm like, you know what? Okay, whatever. Third turn, I'll wake up. It'll be fine. Third turn, I'll wake up. Even if I have taunt on, Flamethrower is going to do a pretty decent chunk of this Crobat. As he goes with the U-turn, I'm thinking, you know what? No one on his team is really going to enjoy a Flamethrower. Except for his Snorlax, as he switches into his Victini. I'm thinking, oh god, I keep on. This battle, this is what happens when I don't write Pokemon down. I forget what Pokemon the opponent has, and I just do bad misplays. As he goes for the trick here, so pretty much the only thing I can really do is either Extreme Speed or Flamethrower, and since I'm a defensive Arcanine, it's not really going to do much. And it actually gives him leftovers as the taunt wears off, and I wake up, which is kind of sucky, but I have to go for the Flamethrower. As he goes for the U-turn, I'm thinking, you know what? He's probably gonna switch into his Snorlax just to take the Flamethrower, just because he is thick fat, which he should do. But he switches out into his Crobat. I'm thinking here, you know what? He's gonna predict my switch, and I'm gonna go for the Flamethrower. He actually does predict my switch, go for the taunt as I go for the Flamethrower. It's just a pretty decent chunk, and I get the burn, which is lucky on my part. This is a very, very, very hacky battle on both sides, actually. It's a little more on his side than anything, but still, it is a pretty hacky battle. He's going to go for the U-turn. Just because of the burn, I am going to live with 2 HP, which is really good. Actually, it's not going to affect the battle too much, because he's going to switch into his Victini. And he's just going to go for the U-turn, because he's obviously going to outspeed my Claydol, because I am a defensive Claydol, like all Claydols are. But I am going to go for the U-turn, and he's going to go for the U-turn, and he's going to switch, pretty sure, back into his Crobat. Yep, back into his Crobat, and I'm thinking here, you know what? I think I switch into my Ambipom, just because we both switched into our leads. I'm going to go for, I was going to go for the U-turn here, because I thought he would predict the fake out and switch into something, but you know what, he's a really good player, and he is able to take that U-turn. He gets pretty much a full HP Crobat, which at this point I'm thinking, you know what, it's not really all that big, because Crobat is not that threatening with a burn, and I mean, I'm pretty much a Scarf. This Porygon Z is gonna wreck half his team. That he goes for a taunt predict, thinking that I'm either a Nasty Plot or Agility set, but luckily for me, I am Scarfed, and that burn is gonna take him out from where he's at, and that Crobat, which kind of walls my Heracross, is gone. So now all I need to really do is to get a sub on this Heracross, a sub with my Heracross, and I'm golden. What I do here is I go in my Arcanine, forgetting that he has Defiant. He's gonna go from Night Slash. I am Scarf because he switched me a Scarf, so he pretty much has to go for the Sucker Punch. So I predict that and go for the Will-O-Wisp, which is perfect for me, but I miss. And I'm thinking, you know what? He's gonna predict me to switch out, so he's gonna stay in. Nope, he's gonna go for the switch into Victini, which is a good play. But here, I'm pretty sure he's gonna go for Electric Attack. I have nothing to take an Electric Attack, so only thing I can really do is switch in my Chandler as Death Fodder. Maybe I could take the 2 Fusion Bolts. No way in hell. Not to mention that I forgot to put leftovers. This is just a wrecked up team. My Chandler doesn't even have leftovers. Which really sucks, but you know what? I'm going to go on my Porygon Z with the Adaptability, which increases his stab moves to up to 3.0 instead of 1.5. It doubles it. But Tri-Attack is going to do a really good chunk to this guy, and I know he's going to go for the Sucker Punch. I know I can take one Sucker Punch from this guy, even if he is Life Orbed, which he is, and that makes Tri-Attack an easy to-hit KO from where he's at. So that's a good move. Good for me, and only thing I am really scared of is a Scarfed guy, and he brings out Heracross in this situation. I'm like, oh my gosh. Really bad situation for me. I'm going to go in the Old Glory just because I do have the Intimidate, to take away his Moxie just because he had Moxie, which he does, and also to get the -1 special defense on him. Just so, even if I have to, I can take this guy out. So he has -1 special defense. I decide he switches out here, goes into his Snorlax. Something like Tri-Attack. A freeze would be awesome, but I actually get the burn on the Tri-Attack, which is actually kind of funny, but really hacky. But here I'm thinking, you know what? I really need this Porygon Z, like a last bit ditch effort to win this match. As he goes into, I'm going to go to my Heracross. I'm like, oh my god, please paralyze, but it doesn't. That would activate my guts, and that would have been really helpful. But sadly, I'm actually going to try to go for a sub here. I'm like thinking, you know what, Body Slam might not do a 4th, but I really don't want to risk it after he breaks my sub here. So I'm just going to finish the Snorlax off. Maybe his Heracross won't be able to take mine out with a close combat. Just because I do resist it. So here, I'm going to go for that close combat, KO the Snorlax easily. It would have KO'd him from 100%. But, I think I have my Ambipom left. So, he's actually switched into his Heracross, which is... Heracross is ridiculous and underused. He's like a staple to every team, but I'm just going to go for a close combat. It is going to take me out because of my -1 defense. And he has the +1 Moxie. That is extremely scary, because right here, I'm actually going to switch into my Porygon Z, thinking -1 special defense. I can easily take him out with Adaptability Tri-Attack. But he actually switches out into his Tangela, thinking that he could take a Tri-Attack. He does not take it well at all. That's an easy to-hit KO, but it is good death fodder. So now he's not at he's not at -1 special defense. All he has, I have my Ambipom and this 4EZ. He has Victini and Heracross. Sadly, they're both 100%. This is not looking good for me. Only thing really I can do is just use my Ambipom as death fodder, switch into my Porygon Z, kill him with a Tri-Attack, and hope for a crit with a Victini. So I'm like, okay, come on Porygon Z, yeah, you got this. -1 special defense, easy KO, right? No. He lives with minuscule HP, and he's actually going to take me out with a close combat. So it's a 2-0, a slim 2-0, but 2-0 at all. That was a very good match, Pkdj. Thanks for watching, guys. I am back, so I am going to be recording more. Thanks for watching, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, and as always, stay classy.